Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Hello. Gotta put on my radio DJ hat here for a second. I was a DJ for a couple years. To tell you that Peter Yarrow of Peter, Paul, and Mary died yesterday. Passed away at the age of 86 yesterday, Tuesday, January 7th. His Peter, Paul, and Mary was an American folk band that sort of came around during the folk renaissance in the early 60s. And their most notable song is Puff the Magic Dragon. And Puff the Magic Dragon actually is notable in my lifetime. When I was in the second grade, our teacher would read us the story of Puff the Magic Dragon and would sing us the song, I think, almost every day. And we all knew the song. And it's funny, I heard on the radio this morning of Peter Yarrow's passing. And the song, and all the words to the song just came in my head, and I probably haven't thought of this song in 18 years. And everything, the song, the lyrics, perfectly in my head. Kind of an emotional moment for me as I go back into my childhood. My second grade teacher who taught us the song passed away a few years after I left his class. I think about when I was in the 6th grade, I think is when he passed away. Wonderful, wonderful man. He was very young. He won Teacher of the Year award the year that I was in his class. Just a wonderful man. He shook every morning. He stood outside the classroom door and shook the hand of all the students. Wonderful, wonderful man. And he shared this beautiful song with us. And when I was a kid, I didn't quite understand the song. The song itself is kind of dark, but I didn't understand it as much when I was a kid. Because the whole song is about little Jackie Paper going on adventures with Puff the Magic Dragon, and they meet kings and princes and pirates and climb mountains and go on all these fun adventures, and then eventually one day Jackie Paper just no longer comes to visit Puff the Magic Dragon. And I always thought that it was because Jackie Paper died, and I didn't understand. But as an adult, now I understand that the reason that little Jackie Paper stopped coming to visit Puff the Magic Dragon wasn't because he died. It was because he grew up and he no longer had his imagination. And so he no longer went on his imaginary journeys with his imaginary friend, Puff the Magic Dragon. It all comes full circle 18 years later. Very, very sad day. Great, beautiful song. Great little dark children's story. But it's a nice story. And was a key part of my childhood. Sorry, I shaved. I'm not used to not having a beard. What else? Oh my gosh. So today is Wednesday, January 8th. And a lot is going on in the world right now. LA, California, and the Los Angeles region is on fire. And my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that lives in LA in that region. To my friends that live there, to just the people of Los Angeles that are once again have to deal with this tragic wildfire. So my thoughts and prayers go out to all of you. I hope you guys are all safe, and go online and check out to find where all of the shelters are. There are several shelters that are open up around the LA area. Go check that out. In other news, here in Dallas, it's going to snow 6 inches tonight, proving that I am the Iceman. It's going to snow in the south, in Dallas. And it's funny because people here are freaking out over it snowing 6 inches. And I understand. I mean, these people, they're not used to it. They're not used to the snow, unlike me from the north where we're used to snow. So I just think it's funny. It's like, oh, it's just 6 inches of snow. We would still be going to work and school and doing our normal lives in 6 inches of snow. But it's going to be interesting to see what it's like living in Texas during a snowstorm. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I love the snow. So it'll be so fun to see it here in Dallas. All right. But you know what is even more exciting than snow? When truths are revealed, the truth is revealed. Who am I? Boom. You're watching SpiderCast, a Spider Queen rewatch podcast. Today we're discussing Season 1, Episode 4, The Truth Revealed. Who am I? When Orzic Spider King passes away, Zenthia steps forward to become the new leader of Spideria. And when a revolt is at hand, Bakashi informs Mikan of his true identity. Will Mikan be able to come to terms with being an Ician warrior and return to the kingdom to save it from the incoming revolution? It's Season 1, Episode 4, The Truth Revealed. Who am I? Hello, I am Brooks Ewald, and welcome to SpiderCast, Episode 2. I hope everybody is doing fantastic today. Now let's begin with our What Happened Today portion of the video, of the podcast. On April 8th, 2022, what happened? Michael Bay's film Ambulance is released in the United States by Universal Pictures. Oh, here's a good one. The U.S. Academy of Motion Pictures and Arts and Science bans Will Smith from attending the Oscars for 10 years after he slapped host Chris Rock on stage. You guys all remember that? You guys all remember that? That was crazy. Let's see, what else happened today? Heat Waves by Glass Animals was the #1 song on the US charts, and As It Was by Harry Styles was #1 on the British charts. That is what happened today, April 8th, 2022. Which just so happens to be, you know what else happened on April 8th, 2022? Spider Queen Episode 4, The Truth Revealed, Who Am I? Was released. Oh, I want to take back something that I said in the last SpiderCast when I said that Episode 4 had the most views out of any episode. That was a straight up lie and not even close. Not even close. Not even close. I think it had 56. The episode with the most views was Episode 1, and it had 365 views. So clearly something happened. Clearly I didn't do my job when those 365 people didn't go on to watch the rest of the show. But you can't win them all. All right. So Episode 4, The Truth Revealed. Who am I? This is a big episode. We learn a whole lot about Mikan in this episode and Bakashi. It's another episode of Bakashi delivering exposition for, the whole episode. For the whole episode. So let's begin. Again, I'm not going to pause it. I know I'm a pauseaholic, but I'm going to try not to pause it. I promise. All right. Let's get into it. Let's reveal some truths here, everybody. Let's reveal some truths and find out who we are, because do any of us really know who we are? Iceberg City Productions presents
Spider Queen, the series.
Recorded at Iceberg City Studios.
With additional recording at Iceberg City Studios, New York.
Additional recording at Iceberg City Studios, New York. Interesting.
Episode 4.
Wow.
Bakashi!
This opening prologue scene
Why?
was
What
rendered horribly. Which is crazy, because this scene in the last episode did not come out this horribly. What's up with this fade in that I did?
The truth revealed. Who am I?
Who am I?
Spider Dog.
Okay,
Have
the
you
render's
seen Spider
much
Queen
better
and
now.
Mikan? No. I'd assume they're still sleeping.
I need to see them. Right now.
Bakashi, yesterday was a hard
Yeah,
day
come
for
on,
them.
Bakashi.
Let them have the day off to grieve.
Let them grieve.
I know, but we don't have time for that. The Spiderian Intel Force received word this morning that someone is planning to revolt against
Revolt against the kingdom?
They don't agree with Spider Queen taking the throne.
Really? It's only been
Spider
a
Doc
day.
dropping the
We haven't even had
the
funeral
facts.
yet.
Come on, man.
Spider Queen.
Oh, and
Mikan.
Spider Doc just disappears.
We couldn't sleep. Every time
Here
we
comes
closed
Mikan.
our eyes, we saw Father.
And then Mikan disappears.
I wish Uncle was here.
And now here
It's going to be
Bakashi
okay,
disappears.
I sent
Wow.
word to him this morning.
Oh, Spider Doc.
And then here goes
Spider
He comes in.
Your training with me
What?
is complete. You have new duties to attend to.
I
You're
still haven't
going
found
to
the
be a
Bakashi voice in
great
this
queen.
episode yet.
Bakashi Tenzo.
Mikan,
Here's my.
Yeah?
we have received word that someone is planning to revolt against Spider Queen. The kingdom is in danger, and as its protector, it is your job to protect it. Starting today, we are going to start training harder and more seriously.
Oh, it's about to come. It's about to come.
How are we supposed to do that, Bakashi
Oh,
Tenzo?
hello.
I can't even use magic.
I'll tell you how we're going to do it. But first, I'm going to tell you the truth.
Truth?
Mikan Sandbrand, you are not Spiderian.
What are you talking about? Of course I am.
Weird zoom
No.
in there.
You're not. Why do you think you can't transform into a spider? Why do you think you can't use magic as well as the rest of the
Oh,
Spiderians?
this goes kind of hard.
It's because you are not Spiderian, Mikan.
It's been 2 years
Now
since
that
I've
you
seen
know
this
I
episode,
can
so
teach
it's
you
like
how to use your real power.
I don't
So,
always remember what
all
happens.
those kids in school that said I was a freak, that said I was different, they were...
That should have been a
right?
close-up shot.
And the old man, he wasn't my dad? Spider Dog. You knew as well, didn't you? Spider Queen, you too.
This is surprisingly well thought out
How
for
could you
Mikan.
not tell me? I thought we were best friends. Has my whole life been a lie? What am I?
That
Mikan, wait!
I like
He's
how
gone.
happy Spider Queen looks in this.
Oh,
in this.
Takashi,
In this.
Why did you go and tell him that?
She didn't look
Until he
sad.
knew. I couldn't teach him how to use his real power. It's for his own
Takashi, you're
good.
facing the wrong way.
And the
Turn
good of
around.
the kingdom.
Look at Spider Doc.
Now I'm going after him.
But, sir, if you think
Oh,
about it,
this is the
if you
part that
retreat,
was
it's
recorded
your
in New
son.
York.
I'm sure he'd like to see you. That overnight care program can't be the greatest.
Why'd you have
It's
to
from
remind
episode
me of
0,
these
The Battle of
useless
Fire and
bastards?
Ice.
He can't even fight.
Why, he's only 4 years old.
Nah, he's just a pain. So much a pain that his mother ran off.
So this is a flashback scene between Mikan's father, Corey, and young Takashi.
I want you to return to the city
Young
at
adult
once and get
Bakashi.
my son.
Well, what would you like me to do? I can't very well bring
I remember
a child
Gloomy
to a
Squid
place
got me
like
this.
Bakashi,
Um,
listen to me. I want you to put him in one
This
of those
drawing of
emergency
Bakashi
evacuation
right at the
stations.
last second,
Send
right
his
as we were editing
destination
this
to the black
episode.
hole that
I think I even
presides
went back and
over
re-edited it
619.
actually.
But, sir, that would kill you.
Good. Get that pesky brat out of my hair forever.
Oh, it keeps
Hi
going.
there,
It's just the whole scene.
Bakashi.
Oh my gosh.
Did Father
Baby
say you
miking.
picked
Hey
it up?
there, Wakashi.
Oh man, I can't really go through with this, can I? He's just a kid. Reminds me so much of myself when I was a child.
Bakashi?
Where are we going?
Well, you see
Man,
this
this episode
spaceship
goes really hard.
I'm going to put you in it, and it will
This
take
is a
you
good
to your
one.
dad.
Yay! I get to go see Daddy!
The seat
You're all
buckle
strapped
sound
in
effect
now.
ruined it.
I know I'm scared.
Here, this will help. Sorry about that, kid, but it will make this much easier.
That's like for an
Farewell.
audio drama, it came out really
The
well.
next time we meet,
The Battle of Fire and Ice.
will have
Go watch it
forgotten
if you
who I
haven't,
am.
or go listen to it.
you will forget all about this place. I know this may seem harsh, but you'll thank me for this someday, kid. For now, I hope you can find peace on Spideria.
I catch A. Did we do an I catch B on this one? No.
Not Spiderian? Well, what am I? Has my whole life
Is Mikan
really
just
been a
flying?
lie?
Mikan, hold on!
Leave me alone, Bakashi.
I want to
I
pause
want
it so
to
bad.
talk to you, Mikan. You leave me no choice. Spiderian Webnet!
And then the webnet, I just did not animate the net.
Sorry about
I thought
that.
they were in the forest.
If I didn't use my Spiderian
Do we not have the
webnet spell
forest
to catch
background
you,
for this episode?
I wouldn't be able to talk.
Let me go!
I could have sworn they were in the forest.
How the heck can you even use that spell? You're not even
This is a beautiful
Spiderian.
background, by the way.
Anything is possible with training.
Anything is
Mikan.
possible with trading.
Look, I understand your anger, But I didn't tell you this to upset you. Honestly, I didn't. And don't be mad at Spider Queen, Myken. She didn't know. The only people that knew were myself, Spider King, and Spider Talk. And don't be angry at them either. If you want to be angry at someone,
Angry
be
at me.
angry at me.
Why is Myken like
I'm the one that
proportionately
did this to
bigger than Bakashi?
Myken, please. Let's talk. Here, I'll release the spell. Just don't run away. Myken, remember when we first met 4 months ago?
2 years
You asked
ago,
me if you knew me from
we
somewhere.
retconned it.
Well, you did. Myken, you are not Spiderian. You are an Icean. You are from the planet of fire and ice. Or, well, the ice planet now. There was a civil war on your planet, Myken. Ice versus fire. The Iceans and Firans used to live together in peace. Myken, this war was huge. In fact, I was sent from Spideria to observe the war and make sure it didn't escalate. into
Myken's a whole
full-on
lot
galactic
smarter in the
battle,
earlier
because we had
episodes
just
than he is in
gotten
the
out
later.
of the Intergalactic Wizard War. The third one. too.
Second intergalactic war. We retconned that
What I'm
too.
going to tell you,
Lots
Myken,
changed since this episode.
won't be easy to hear,
Pre-production.
but I'm going to tell you the whole truth. I was working undercover, under your father, and he ordered me to. Maybe I shouldn't tell Myken that.
I definitely reanimated it. Not reanimated. Re-edited the
My-
scene
my
earlier
father
with
what?
Bakashi's eyes closed because I would have put
Myken,
Bakashi's eyes closed in that.
Your
moment.
father couldn't take care of you because
Scene.
of the war. You were left all alone. You were just a baby, left to survive. One day, I found you and decided to send you away from that horrid planet. Away from the war.
So, you just sent me away. Who gave you permission to do that, huh? You just sent me away from my
He's
family?
so much smarter in
You
these
have no
early
idea
episodes.
how I feel, or how I felt.
But I do know how you feel!
You do?
I was just like you, Myken. I was all alone. With no one. Except unlike you, I don't know my origins. I've spent my whole life trying to figure out who I am. When I found you that day, you reminded me of myself. Alone. I didn't want you to suffer the same loneliness I did. So I made that choice. And it was a good thing I did too. Because everyone on the planet died that day.
What?
An unimaginable power awoke on the planet, ripping it into everyone died.
And you just happened to be the only survivor?
Myken's speaking the
My
facts.
mission had changed, and I was sent away from the planet.
Aren't you
lucky?
Myken, listen. I did what I did in order to protect you. Myken, just like me, you have no real reason to be here, or to fight to protect Spideria. But deep down, I know you care about this planet, and about Spider Queen. Myken, Iceans are one of the top warrior races of the
Wow.
universe.
Wow, I stuttered
They
there.
hold
Did anybody
the
hear that?
power of ice magic. Ice magic is one of the rarest and strongest types of magic.
It is?
Yes, Myken, it is. And I'd be happy to help you learn how to use it. I'm going back to the castle now. You have 24 hours. If you aren't back at the castle by then, I will assume you don't want my training and you don't want to save the kingdom. I will leave Spideria and you will never again get your chance to learn how to use your power.
That's just like not true. Bakashi wouldn't do
Bakashi,
that.
He's gone.
Leverage.
Who does he think he is, making life choices for me? Who needs him anyway?
You should really be more grateful. He saved your life. Some people aren't as lucky as you.
Yeah? And what would you know about, huh? Wait a minute. Who are you?
Yeah, I definitely didn't have the castle background by then. Also, we didn't have Seer yet. The ending theme goes so hard. 8-bit button masher. Bass drop! Beat drop, not bass drop. All right, if I had to rate the... Oh, there's an omake.
Hello there, everyone.
My bad.
Today on Learning with Bakashi, I'm going to teach you all at home the basics of magic. Now pay attention. I'm talking to you, Mikan.
I'm awake.
All right. So everyone has the ability to use magic. Magic is produced from your Zar. Zar is an energy that flows throughout your body. Now, there are several different types of magic. Depending on who you are, depends on what type of magic you're good at. For example, Spiderians are of poison-type magic. They are able to use magic spells that contain poison. The Icians, which Mikan is, are of ice-type magic. Now, you may be wondering, what kind of magic am I? Well, the most basic kind of magic is normal magic. Normal magic is anything from card tricks to
Oh,
pulling a
he means
rabbit out of
I
a hat.
as in, like, the viewer.
Normal magic is the
Mikan goes
weakest
to sleep.
kind of magic. Each type of magic has a corresponding magic type that they are strong against, and that they are weak against. There are exceptions to this rule. Ice-type magic and fire-type magic sit at the top of the magic
That's also
order.
not true.
These two powers are strong against almost anything. Ice will freeze almost everything, and fire will burn almost
So much has
everything.
changed since this episode's
This
written.
makes them the most superior magic type known to man that still exists in our
there we go.
time. Hey, Mikan, are you awake?
What?
Next time, the girl that lives in the shadows. Seer the undead.
It's starting the next episode. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10 on a scale of spider guards from 1 to 10, how many spider guards would I give this episode? Episode 4, The Truth Revealed, Who Am I? I would give this episode a solid 6. I would give this episode a 6 spider guard rating. The story is pretty concise from beginning to end. You learn about Mikan's background. You learn a little bit about Bakashi. But I'm hesitant to give it more than a 6 because the camera angles weren't that great. The shots just weren't complete. I should have waited for the forest background. I should have waited for the seer character. There were a lot of things that I should have done that I didn't do. That's why I think that I would rate this a 6 out of 10 spider guards. 6 out of 10 spider guards. And I think that's a pretty fair rating. And if we want to rank the other ones, it's too late. I don't want to rank the other ones. But I would give this a 6 out of 10 spider guard ranking. So that's The Truth Revealed. Who am I? Moving on to the next week on SpiderCast. On SpiderCast episode 5, The Girl That Lives in the Shadows. Seer the Undead. Episode 5. Well, Mikan is debating on whether or not he should return to the kingdom to continue his training. He meets a young girl named Seer who lives in the shadows, who tries to explain to Mikan that maybe his life isn't too bad. We're talking season 1, episode 5, The Girl That Lives in the Shadows, Seer the Undead. And that's gonna be it. I think we did it. I think we did the thing. I think we did the podcast. Everybody, you take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay healthy. And we'll see you next week right here on the SpiderCast.